I had to click on go live on YouTube, but then YouTube is like, what if you don't?
Yeah, last time when I streamed Portal, I had that happen to me too. I was like, okay, I click go live in OBS, and it didn't go live, and turns out I had to go to YouTube and then go back to OBS or something weird. Yeah.
Uh, in theory we're live, but it's not showing the screen. What's happening, YouTube? Check it. Can anyone check?
I
Yeah.
can't
Let
see
me
you live.
refresh. Let me refresh.
I can't see it.
I do not see it either. No.
Have you got it
Oh
on?
no.
Oh, there
No.
it
Is that,
is.
What?
We're live now.
Yeah, it says you're live, but I can't find it on like. Oh, I see it.
I,
Oh, we're fine.
I can post the
There we
link
go.
if you want to check. I just want to see if we're actually okay, you know?
Yeah,
yeah, I
let me
can hear
chat.
now.
But
Audio's there as well.
There we go.
All good.
Yeah.
we're all good.
Uh,
Okay, yay. We're here.
Hi, Chad. Very not scuffed intro.
Yeah,
Hi.
look, it's YouTube's fault, okay? And there is a
Professionals.
50% chance my power goes out during this stream, so...
Sick. Yeah, by the way, like you probably talk about this already, but it is summer or on Skies and I corner of the world, so power outages are very common.
Yeah, it's very windy,
Yeah.
and because my city doesn't have the
God, I
infrastructure
wish.
to deal with, when it rains or there's wind, there's very good chance that my power's gonna go out. So yeah. But what are we talking about today? Oh yeah, MatPat. What? Sorry, my brain is a bit tired.
Matthew Patrick is leaving
Matthew Patrick
YouTube.
himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Matthew Patthew.
Matthew Patrick. Matthew Matrick. And all the other names you can call him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been a big part, I think, of everyone's experience of the internet.
He
In
has
his
been
case.
around since like very early YouTube, right? Like 2010
It's not
or
creepy.
earlier than that. I don't remember how old.
I think so, yeah. It's around there. He's been
Mhm.
around for ages.
Yeah.
I started watching him in 2015 when he made the Ant-Man video. It genuinely, I know that people make fun of me for the Ant-Man thing, being like obsessed with the density thing, but I genuinely found out MatPat through that Ant-Man video. Then I started watching him. So yeah. Damn, that was 9 years ago. How much time? How
Yeah.
fast does time pass? Fucking Christ.
I think I found him like might have been 2014, like maybe around 2015ish. Like it was that sort of period of the internet, like mid 2010s, like when like the MCU was high and he was doing theories on that, and
Mhm.
I was definitely keeping up with the FNAF videos. Like that was my main introduction to him, like because everyone at my school was obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's at the time.
Yeah, we kind of. That's a funny thing. Like we kind of didn't have that. Like as far as I know, at least not in my like school circle or whatever. No one talked about it. I found out eventually when I started to get more involved in the internet. Let's say like get a Twitter account, Facebook account, and all that. That's when like memes and whatever started to show up, and I'm like, where does all this come from? I don't remember exactly what theory I watched, but I wasn't like, oh yes, I watched every single one. But I do remember like it was like 14, 15, yeah. It was definitely a Mario thing, but I don't remember which one.
What about
Thanks,
you,
Neb.
Jeff?
I mean, I've watched MatPat since he kind of first started, in the very early days. And then I kind of fell out around 2015, 2016. You know, when you go to college and you kind of, oh, I've grown up now, I don't need to watch these people attitude. And then obviously, sort of cat tabs type deal. And it wasn't until ECUM came along that, consumed his content in some form. I kind of looked back and thought, this guy hasn't always been all there, has he? But despite that, as for everyone else, he's kind of been like a crucial part of like people's experience on YouTube. And he did have a very unique concept that obviously took YouTube by storm. And I think it's one that has inspired so many people to do their own theories of very popular IPs such as FNAF, but including like Zelda theories are a lot bigger now due to MatPat Mario theories and people exploring the lore being a bit more intensive, and I think in turn that's allowed game devs to feel more comfortable to have lore intensive games. So yeah, like I think MatPat's kind of had a huge influence on the gaming industry, but also like people forget that for many content creators, they have come to MatPat for consultancy on how to grow. So a lot of the YouTubers you see today, or the ones that were around for years back as well, have all been influenced by MatPat in some form. He's arguably one of the most influential figures on the platform.
I think yeah, not at the beginning obviously, but eventually as he kept growing, it definitely became more like even himself, he talks about it in the Goodbye video. He speaks of game theory as like a company rather than like, oh, I'm game theory. No, it's like, oh yeah, we are the game theory corporation. Like that, I feel like that's what happens with a lot of big YouTubers. Like eventually it stops being them. Not regardless of if it affects how the channel works or not. It's like, yeah, eventually you get so big that it's like, okay, I can't handle this myself. I need like a team. And in all the previous videos we watched, like the different streams, we always talk about like, oh, the editor here does this, and even the credits he has something like scripting or revising scripts or whatever. Like there's a lot of people putting hands now into like the game theory channel. As opposed to the first early video, like if you go all the way back, it's like, oh yeah, this guy's definitely working solo.
Oh yeah.
So it's really interesting to see that like grow up, regardless of what you think of like MatPat.
Yeah, there's
It's like
that happens a lot with channels where they like start getting a team behind writing and doing everything, with them.
yeah,
And like, as they grow, which I find very interesting to see. Just on the standpoint of like this guy started on his own, editing his own stuff, and now has a team to help him make everything and whatnot. It's just really interesting, and it very much adheres to the idea of being like self-made that YouTube used to be about, which is really
yeah.
interesting to see.
And
Yeah,
even people like what Jeb was saying, like, oh, people went to MatPat to ask about stuff. Like another case of it, which sadly is a bit more of a controversial case nowadays. The completionist is also like, oh yeah, the guy started on his own, and then he had like a whole company and team and whatever. Nowadays it's a bit more, yeah, it kind of fucked up because of like there was some controversy about the donations. He used to run like a charity, and apparently he didn't donate all the
Gab is
money
very
he was
much
gathering.
aware of that. He knows all
Yeah,
about it.
I was also following because I like the content of the guy, so I was like, oh fuck, god damn it. But all those like early on YouTubers, like eventually, obviously, you get tired, or in MatPat's case, which he explains, a lot of things can happen, right? Like it's a long time. You're not you don't expect MatPat to be like 60 and being like, oh, Mario jumped into the star. What does this mean for power scaling? No, it's like, no, he was obviously going to leave eventually, but it doesn't take away that he is leaving. It's kind of crazy.
All right. So, here's the thing. I did actually plan to watch his goodbye video, but I thought it was like 10 minutes long. It's 25 minutes long.
No, it's long.
Yeah.
It is long.
Yeah, so the only thing that I want to do, which is something that Shandy told me to do, and you'll appreciate this, is show the chapter titles for this video. Because I think they're hilarious. So I'm gonna send.
Oh yeah, he was actually
Yeah, they were.
he was very creative on those. Like, yeah, I'm gonna acknowledge every single thing that has happened throughout this whole journey.
Yeah, it's like, all right, so ripping the band-aid, but why though? Sans is Naz is MatPat.
Of course.
It's the final countdown. Amazing. A new challenger appears. Babe, wake up! They announced MatPat DLC. Try not to cry challenge if possible. I mean, those chapter titles are fucking amazing.
He knows. He absolutely knows. Like I feel like as goofy as it is, it's like, yeah. Well, I like it. It's like, oh yeah, it's goofy, but like he takes it with like a smile, like, oh, yeah, I'm leaving, but it's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously, like the channels were in like the game theory company wasn't going to end. Like I think even in the video he mentioned something like, "Oh, I won't be the face of the videos, but I'll still be like related to the company or whatever."
Yeah.
I don't know if producer will be the right word, but yeah, like more on the sidelines. But yeah, obviously the channels weren't going to go away, but you being the face of a channel and then little sub series of other channels, and then you're leaving, it's definitely, I don't know if not the same, because I doubt the quality of the videos are going to change. Like if it's the same team, it's probably the same thing. But yeah, the face is different. It's like, see, that's huge. That's again, that's crazy. It's a, yeah, like 10, 15 years of history, and you leave. Like you need some good closure there.
Yeah.
So I do wonder about those videos he has coming up. Like he said, I don't remember. He says 7 videos, or I don't remember how
I think
many he
it's at the
said.
end of March, and if it's
Mm.
one a week, it should be around that.
Yeah, I do wonder what he will cover as his like final. Like, maybe they don't care. Maybe they're like, oh, it's just another game theory video, or maybe they're like, oh yes, the final MatPat video.
Oh, it's definitely gonna be. Nah, there's no way it's not.
It should be either FNAF or get Toby Fox on the channel and talk like Undertale. Like those are like the peak MatPat meme culture, right?
Either that or actually get Scott Coffin on the channel and just try
Yeah,
and break down the law.
that's another one. It's like you either get like, I feel like that's it. It's like you talk with Scott on the channel or you talk with Toby Fox, because I feel like that's what MatPat's like outside of all the theories. It's like, oh yeah, remember when MatPat did whatever, blah, 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 and with Toby Fox, Toby Fox hates him, and then Toby Fox ended up making a silly drawing. I was like, oh, goodbye, MatPat. It was really cute.
So YouTube just kind of fucked
Hello,
up
neighbor.
what we were gonna do.
Why?
Because the idea was I wanted to get a very old, very funny MatPat video to cover.
Yeah.
So obviously I chose the best boobs in gaming.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah, but once
Oh,
again, it doesn't
no.
want to let us watch it because the video is unavailable to watch outside of YouTube. So there's no way to watch through.
I
What's
feel
Together.
like maybe that's an age rating thing.
Yeah, it definitely is. But that's the fucking Christ. I want to watch the best boobs in gaming.
How is it that What's Together allows the hottest Sonic character but not the best boobs in gaming?
Well,
well, to be
I
fair,
feel
this
like
video
best
has
moves
10
in
million
gaming.
views, so it has a bit more visibility for it to get age restricted.
I also feel like best moves in gaming, he probably gets more explicit. Like if I had to guess, there's a big fat ass Tifa Lockhart picture in the middle of the video, or some CGI 2000s Tomb Raider or whatever.
All
So
right,
I feel like it's a bit more explicit than oh, is Amy hot?
You seem to
Okay.
know all about the hottest boobs in gaming, Fran.
I'm imagining like sexualized characters in gaming. It's like, yeah, Tifa and Tomb Raider. Those are like the two that always show up. Like Tomb Raider, I remember as a kid, Tomb Raider like magazines and commercials being like, oh, the secret dude cheat code. I know, no. Like even as a kid, I was like, no, this is not, no, that's not true. Oh,
So
nice video replacement.
I remember this one when it came out.
Oh, I remember this one when I watched it.
yeah, so we had to get a replacement video. I hope it's up to par. I've actually watched this video. I used to follow his channel.
And I hope Luigi's up to par as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
boy.
no, not to give any spoilers, but let's just say he definitely has a package.
Amazing.
Jeez! Well, the whole internet is currently losing its mind over Luigi's warp pipe in Mario Tennis Aces. Remind you that this isn't the first time Mario games have featured anything south of the border. Lest we forget this odd geologic structure from Mario Kart Double Dash, right there on the sandy shores of Peach Beach. You'll never power slide under that arch the same way again.
Oh, this is the full intro, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is when he still had the full intro.
Jesus Christ.
Like
the
yeah,
nostalgia.
he had the whole thing.
And this is 5 years
Rip.
old. This isn't even that old.
Yeah, Mario Tennis Aces is 2018.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Game Theory, the show that everyone erroneously presumes is meant for kids.
Yeah, that is
Okay,
true.
I'm sorry.
Those-
There's one person very interested in talking about Gerard.
yeah.
What happened? Wow,
Who's this?
triggered much?
Nah,
Did they call Fran triggered?
not at
'Cause
all.
That's hilarious.
Not at all, actually.
Well,
Like, I actually do think Gerard fucked up, like, big time. Like, from
That's
video
got-
1 of Carl, I was like, oh yeah, you messed up.
Asgard, just shut the fuck up. No one cares.
What?
Like,
They're
I
saying
don't-
MatPat is leaving because of Gerard? Are you insane?
I feel like a lot of YouTubers should be leaving then if it's because of the charity for maybe there is like who knows like an underlying
I-
old classic YouTuber scam going on,
I'm-
but I doubt it.
I'm just going to point out, this is the same MatPat that's been friends with people like Pro Jared and such. It's been under like worse controversy, and this is the same MatPat that did a whole like COVID thing about who would die first. MatPat's been through a lot of controversy. I don't think whatever
Yeah,
Gerard's
guys,
doing.
We enjoy MatPat's content and he's very influential, but we've said many times he's not the best person.
No,
Like, and
Yeah,
there was the
I-
whole Autism Speaks thing that he did.
I think
I
last
didn't know about
stream I think last stream you
mention a few of the things we have.
yeah I remember because I remember Sky getting angry like talking about, oh yeah Matt but you suck because blah 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 blah.
Hey,
yeah, I
our
feel like-
German watchers here. They're saying that it's a very interesting stream. Thank you, Colin. We love you, man.
That-
You always show up. You're the best.
Dankeschön. But yeah, I remember, like, it's like the 4 classic YouTubers, like, I think it's Peanut Butter, Gerard, Pro Jared, and MatPat. Like, I feel like Gerard will have taken down everyone at this point. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, MatPat helped me scam people's donations.
Yeah. Like people forget that like Normal Boots was an entire group like of people that MatPat was very affiliated with. The only
I
one
think
that's
all of
kind
Nintendo YouTube would go down if it was because of Gerard. Like, Gerard being like, oh yes, fuck you, Ant, dude. You helped me scam 300k of the 600k donations. They,
the only
a lot of YouTube would go down, so I don't think so.
I think the only person in Normal Boots that has come out like relatively okay has been Peanut Butter Gamer.
Yeah, I
He
don't
just- he
remember.
survived.
Yeah, I don't remember anything like, he did whatever. Because now Choga Conroy even had like some controversy recently, something like asking feed pics of someone or whatever.
Yeah, with Lady Emily.
Mm.
I didn't see much of it. Sky seems to know more because she liked the thread.
What?
I've had Chugga
the
Conroy.
Oh, I didn't even know who it was. I just liked the thread because it was an abuser speaking out, and I just wanted to show my
Yeah.
support. The person who
you.
was abused speaking out. Not
Oh,
an
that was
abuser.
same happened here. I had no idea who.
Yeah,
guy
I
was.
had no clue who the person was. They were just like, "Hey, I was abused by this person." I was like, "Hi, I'm gonna signal boost."
I'm waiting for the grand controversy.
Like here, just watch Scott the Was and you're fine. Just watch Scott.
Yeah.
Watch
Well, yeah,
Call Me
I feel-
Kevin. He's also very unproblematic. Like to an
Also-
insane degree, he's the chillest guy.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, there's also Cadicurus. He's mostly fine. I guess.
Ooh, mostly.
What would you?
What are the
I
skeletons
can't.
in his closet?
Yeah, I
No,
can't.
you-
Crash
Just build a
Bandicoot.
team.
The only problematic thing was when like he dropped Batista randomly.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
he edited it out, but like it was a bit of a thing.
I love Chad laughing during the. Oh yeah.
It's just. It's because
when
it's
he-
like so out of pocket for him.
It was like he was talking about Mulan, where it was the line, the whole your great granddaughter turned out to be a crossdresser, and he just went ha 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 ha, Tesla.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh, also watch Point Crow. Point Crow seems to be very fucking chill. It just doesn't get into any controversy. Point Crow's good.
Yeah, I don't know what those are, but sure. Yeah, says it. I'm
Point
sure they're fine.
Point Crow's a very famous streamer, mainly for stuff like Zelda. Brad should know who Point Crow is.
Oh, I do.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, getting back to Luigi's penis. I like the
So
voice
Mario
crack
Tiny-
that I had was at the exact moment where I said penis. Life is full of those moments.
Despite the about murdered children every other, breaking from tradition and going back, way back to the earliest days of this show, to a time when I had much more questionable taste in episode topics, to a time 6
Oh, there
years
it
ago
is,
when
the
I
video we
jokingly
wanted to
promised to make
watch.
up for the boobs episode with a video like this, and yet here we are, 2018, and a legitimate topic being discussed online is Luigi's short bulge. It's true. If you hadn't heard, in mid-March, Nintendo released promotional images for Mario Tennis Aces, specifically one of Luigi. Immediately, and I mean
Oh, yeah.
immediately, the internet noticed that there were some weird shadows hanging around in Luigi's
fuck's
under.
sake. Your shadows, that's so stupid.
Shadow cock.
Shadow cock.
Now, I actually do wonder, like, render-wise, what do we think this is? And I don't mean Luigi's cock. Like, what happened with this render to be like, oh shit, it's quite noticeable.
I think Nintendo are like very innocent individuals sometimes. And
Yeah,
they're
that's the
just like-
thing.
It's like, oh, it's just a bit of like how the clothes is like,
Folding.
yeah, folded because it's quite like airy shorts. And then, you know, the internet comes along.
They had too much detail.
This is why Nintendo don't go graphically insane. They're just like, we can't risk this again.
Yeah.
Carriage, when normally it's just a whole lot of smooth sailing down there. Was this just awkward rendering with new high-res lighting effects, or was there more to it than meets the eye down there? Who knows, who cares, it's time to jump to conclusions and immediately start measuring. Tumblr user
To be fair, that's
Yeah, he knows.
I actually
He knows
kinda
what he's
like that he
doing.
said that because his videos
Yeah.
are usually like so intensely serious, and he's just like, "Look, I don't care. I just want to make a funny video, okay? So let's get into it."
Yeah.
Like,
I just want to know Luigi's penis size.
he's
Yeah.
getting to it, Jeb. Sheesh.
We have
Kristen and
we have 8 minutes of Luigi calculation penis. You'll get it. You'll see all the details.
using the tennis racket in Luigi's hand as a guide, immediately deduced that Luigi's power shroom measured in at 3.7 inches or 9.4 centimeters in length. And can I just say this again? It is scary how fast the internet turned their attention to the crotch of this sexless video game character. Now, you might be asking yourself, why the heck am I even talking about this? And, well, that's
What's
a
that
really
picture?
good
Hold on,
question,
hold on,
actually.
hold
It's
on.
something I'm left to ask myself.
Hold on.
Don't ask when it comes to MatPat.
No,
What?
no, I need to
Oh
know.
my
I need to
God,
know.
what?
I need to know what this
They- they-
picture is.
I think it's just MatPat doing like an
I think-
introduction.
I think that's during one of the, you know,
It's
like
one
the
of
whole
React things.
React videos. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think they did like YouTubers react to or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay.
channel
Yeah.
that they tried to they tried to patent the word reaction.
Oh, nice.
Forgot their name.
The React Bros or whatever it's
React
called.
Bros. Yeah. Those people. Yeah. That MatPat's editors were so real for this though. Sheesh.
even talking about this? And, well, that's a really good question, actually. It's something I'm left to ask myself literally every single day. But as the internet's pioneer of pixel measurements, whenever someone online starts rattling off the heights, or in this case, lengths, of Nintendo characters, I'm called in like a nerdier version of Snopes. And let me say this, if we're looking to determine whether Luigi's manhood is more of a shy guy or a Giga Bowser, there's a
Oh my god, how many Mario puns can you make about someone's penis? Jesus Christ.
Oh, there's a lot. There sure is a lot.
Fucking hell.
There sure is quite a lot of it.
I guess the way he gets children's attention is by mentioning characters they know. Like, hey, this Mario character and this Sonic character. Like, cool. I'm
Yeah.
intrigued. Let me continue to watch this video about penises.
Oh, the link is just
Delete.
MatPat's. It's like youtube.com/Matthew Patrick. I think that was like his original YouTube link, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe it was just some random shit they threw out.
to be done here. So in honor of April Fool's Day, while all the other channels are just coming up with some stupid clickbait video or lame prank, I'm gonna do the same thing I always
okay.
do. Overthink and overanalyze, but this time it's on something that's even dumber than normal.
That's so real of him. This is a good video, MatPat. I'm proud of you. He's just
He's
like,
coming-
dude, I
Luigi-
don't care. I'm
Uh,
gonna look at something stupid and I'm gonna overanalyze it to the extent of, like, just be insanely neurotic about this. And you're like, you know what? You go, girl.
I love that the Luigi cock video is the one that has the realest MatPat. On April
Yeah.
Fools, but it's the realest MatPat.
Yeah. It's because other times he's like, oh, we need to find the truth behind this and everything, like it's like life or death. This one he's just like, it's dumb, but I think it's funny, so I'm gonna do it. Like, very real. If he started all his videos like this, I think I would enjoy them a lot more.
Yeah.
Coming to an accurate conclusion on Luigi's Little Wiggler. Let's start by looking at the work that 428 did. Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but over the course of the last 214 episodes, I may have made the occasional teeny tiny mistake or slightly silly assumption. Hey, get out of here, Wario! You too, Sonic.
Sonic,
Giving you
yeah.
a longer stride
Yeah,
length, so you
Sonic.
don't have any reason to complain. But taking chances, making mistakes, and getting messy is all about learning, growing, and recognizing those same pitfalls later in life. And the one thing that I know for certain at this point is that you can't presume that the world of Mario is using standard-sized anything, let alone standard-sized tennis rackets. And this is exactly where 428's math goes a little off the rails, by assuming Luigi is holding a normal-sized racket. Nope, when you're dealing in the Mushroom Kingdom, there's only one true ruler that we can go by. Mr.
Of
Sociopath
course.
himself, Mario Jumpman Mario. You see, as loyal theorists probably know by heart at this
Good old
You
sociopath
scarred
Mario.
Yeah,
Scar Joe was the visual for the people who watch the channel.
Classic game theory fans. They all look like Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, I wish, bro.
I also do like the reference to his game theory that,
That-
like, Mario's
yeah,
a
the
sociopath.
sociopath. He does that a lot. And like at first, the videos like the sociopath Mario video is like really stupid, but eventually, as he keeps memeing on it, it's like, okay, you know it's stupid. That's good to know.
this point, Mario has a cannon height of 155 centimeters,
I'm taller than Mario. Let's go. I'm 2. I'm 2. No, I'm 3 inches taller than him. I'm 7 centimeters taller than him. You don't understand. He's a tiny little boy.
he do be very small.
Oh,
He's a little
baby.
guy.
So happy about this.
But is this Mushroom Mario or is this retro
Okay,
no
TC,
Mushroom
you don't need
Mario?
to flex, okay? You don't need to flex.
What about when he has the long mushroom, Fran? How tall is he then?
Oh, but that's a fucked up Mario. That one doesn't count. I see another measurement down there though. We should hit play.
or just over 5
Fuck.
foot 1 inch. This means that if we can get Mario next to anything in his world, we can measure it pretty darn accurately. And since we're analyzing a tennis game, what better game to compare the heights of the Mario brothers than Mario Power Tennis? It's a game where we get plenty of shots of Mario alongside his brother, including my all-time favorite Mario moment.
Oh yeah, this one was also like the
That's
core
bad. I thought-
argument. This one was like the core argument for the Mario sociopath thing. He's like, oh, he's addicted to Luigi. He sucks.
He stepped
he
on his
like-
foot.
And he ditches Luigi after Luigi like did all the saving.
Yeah,
Mm.
the
Fucking
new Super
hell.
Mario Bros. Cutscene.
Sonic would never. Sonic would never.
Oh, absolutely not. He would never.
Mario moment that tops it. But more on that one later. Using pixel-precise measurements from a variety of different cutscenes throughout the game, as well as this image of the standard Mario height chart, we can determine that Luigi is, on average, 12% taller than Mario, putting him at a whopping 1.736 meters, or 5
I'm not
foot
taller
8
than him.
inches.
I'm taller than
Yeah.
Luigi.
I do
Fine.
be taller than
Wait,
Luigi.
you told me the last time I checked, I'm just barely taller than Luigi.
Okay, so we're all measuring our heights
Well,
relating
well,
to
it's-
Mario and Luigi. That's how you
it's-
say it. You introduce
well, yeah,
yourself.
it's the-
Oh, how tall are you? I'm about Luigi.
I'm a Luigi and 5% Luigi too. I'm a 105% Luigi size.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought he'd be smaller. Like, He doesn't strike me as a 5'8" kind of guy.
Oh, you don't know. See, that's what we're figuring out. We're all figuring out.
Not really that tall. Now here is where the fun part really begins. Using those updated numbers, we can apply our updated and canon-approved pixel ruler to the PD Piranha and Luigi's pants. By measuring out the length of the bulge as indicated by the shadow on his shorts, it gives us a length of 10.85 centimeters or 4.3 inches. It's definitely a bit more Mega Mushroom than the internet was leading us to believe, but wait, it doesn't end there. Because
How?
Penguin.
How is there a whole second half to this video? Shouldn't it be over by now? Like we've done it. We figured out how big it is.
PC, I'm 5'9", or between
I don't know.
5'9" and 5'10".
I don't know food.
How tall are you in centimeters?
179.
179. That's around 6 foot.
Nice.
we actually have to adjust the way that we're handling Luigi's one-eyed cobra at. Ooh, hey, probably could have phrased that one a little bit better. You see, there's a scientific standard for measuring ye old dingle hopper, and it involves
Ye old dingle hopper, Jesus Christ.
The one-eyed cobra got to me.
MatPat makes me think how I could have very easily become like this.
Oh yeah, Dad.
Why? Why?
It would be that different, not gonna lie.
What do you mean, why,
I feel
friend? Jeb is obsessed with numbers and trying to figure out all the nuances and logic of everything in the world. And he's a nerd. And he has a
I
terrible
thought he meant the
sense of humor.
jokes. Yeah, I thought he meant the jokes. Like I imagine Jeb going around life and being like, "Oh, hello, can I see your one-eyed cobra?"
Oh no, yeah, not the jokes, but
I mean,
like,
yes,
remember-
the jokes. Your jokes are off.
no, my jokes are more offensive than theirs. It's kind of
Good to
what I'm
know.
getting at.
Yeah,
Good to know.
Yeah.
Colin said we're all so small. I don't think friend
Mother-
is small. 6 foot.
Motherfucker's like 2 meters long.
He's gonna
I
reveal
mean,
he's
to be
like
fair,
7
he's
foot tall.
German, so
Yeah, I was going to say German people are really tall.
more satirically bigoted MatPat. I mean, yeah. To be fair, MatPat has made some interesting comments over the
Yeah.
years. Anyway,
They're not so different,
Begin
Jeb
with
and
measurements
MatPat.
at the pubic bone. The pubic bone is protected by the mons pubis, a layer of skin and adipose tissue, the scientific appropriate word for fat. In general, women have a thicker mon than a man's mon, but none can compare to a Pokemon. Since our measurements
Huh?
for fuck's sake.
Pika, I'll measure Luigi's dick.
That's,
the pictures
that's
on the
such a
case, man.
stupid joke. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
are from the outside of Luigi's mons pubis, and in
The
fact,
dog
outside of
screwed
his hands as a
him.
whole, we gotta factor all those numbers into our calculations. Now, men typically have a half inch of
Ah,
this
Diglett,
adipose
sorry,
tissue
whatever.
to be added on to whatever you can see on the outside, which gives us a total length of 12.168 centimeters, or over 4.8 inches for Luigi. Oh, and by the way,
I don't know. That's kind of that's very average for my guy. I think you need to raise those numbers a little bit.
I genuinely, a problem I'm having watching this video is that I don't know how big a big penis is.
Well,
I've
Okay,
never
let's
cared
check
about measuring
what's-
a penis. I don't know what the average size. I don't know anything.
Jeb's the expert here. Jeb's the
Okay,
expert
okay.
here.
Uh,
The
Give
average,
us the numbers, Jeb. Give us the
the,
numbers.
5.1 inches or 8.8 centimeters is the average when flaccid, and 12.9 centimeters when erect. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
rather average.
but how many centimeters is Luigi right now? Flaccid.
12.1. Oh no, I don't know if flaccid. He just said 12.1.
Yeah, this is flaccid. We haven't seen Luigi with a boner.
Oh,
Luigi
I'm
hasn't got a
glad-
boner in that image.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
yeah.
We
Oh,
are
fuck yeah.
we are so going to hell.
No, we're just
Basically,
getting
Good.
demonetized.
The
Going to
average-
hell was already a given. Don't worry.
The average penis size is between 5 inches and 5.2 inches in most European, most Western areas, but in like places such as the African continent, it's larger. I don't know how much by. In Asia, I can't remember if it's large or slightly smaller. It might be
I
slightly
think
larger.
in Asia it's slightly smaller.
Might be,
You
yeah.
know, you know from experience, or how do you know this?
No, it's just the kind of thing you read once in your life and it sticks with you. I think I kind of remember that. But it's the kind of thing I don't actually know the numbers.
We've had a lot of penis conversations in the early days, Fran.
Of course.
It's the
Yeah.
largest in
remember those
Macedonia. That's good. That's an interesting flex, TC.
So yeah, Luigi having a 4.8-inch honker when flaccid. It's
yeah,
a
that's
good,
big.
it is big. It's a bit concerningly big.
Yeah.
Big, okay.
Yeah, it's like if the average is like 8 and he has 12, it's like, okay, you might want to get that checked.
Daisy might be having issues in the surgery room after. Who knows?
Yeah.
So we'll see what it's like when it's erect, because no doubt MatPat's calculating that.
Oh yeah.
Luigi. Oh, and by the way, congratulations. No, you're gonna try this at home after the episode ends. Don't pretend that you won't. Just be happy that
Fuck!
now you know it's
He knows!
appropriate to add on a half-inch to your ruler measurements. Men of the world rejoice! It's like getting that last bonus star for your pants. But before you go running off with your tape measures, we're not quite done with Luigi
What the
yet.
fuck?
The last thing we gotta do is subtract off a total of 3 millimeters from the measurements we just took to account for the thickness of typical gym shorts and whatever underoos Luigi's
Oh
sporting
my
down there.
god. This is like millimeters. You really, Jesus. You know what, man?
You gotta be accurate.
This is you doing your due diligence. I'm really proud of you, man.
Yeah, I respect it big time.
That leaves our final total at 11.858 centimeters or 4.66 inches. Ta-da! Mom, are you proud of me? Wait, I hear your rumblings in the comments. You want more? What? We calculated the length of Luigi's little Goomba. I'm scarred enough.
We want more
I'm glad he's
dick.
being self-aware, because at this point it's also like, you've done it. There's no more to do. But you know what? Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
this is actually like I guess for MatPat, like self-referential way of being like, shit, I need to stretch this. Okay.
Yeah, but in a way that I think is like he's just having fun. It doesn't seem like, oh, I need to get the
Yeah.
10 minutes. It seems like, you know what? Let's keep talking about this penis, because, you know, why not?
I could buy it. Like I feel like this is stretching, but I could buy it if he was like, no, I actually just wanted to talk more.
Hmm.
Sharing my childhood
Like, I
heroes in
could
the
buy that.
crotch for the last
Oh,
3
these
hours.
emotes so
What
good.
else do you want from me? you want to know what? Oh, it's
Oh, there you go.
a
Jim was
ticket you're
right.
Interested in.
Yeah.
When Luigi's flying down on the Rainbow Road of Love, what's going on when he's revving it up to
It's all dead,
150
no.
cc's? Jeez, this is a man's private information. I should send you out of this video right now. But since you asked, I was curious too. So of course I did the calculations to
Of
see if Luigi
course.
would still measure up, or if, when it counts, his manhood just ends up being in another castle. It turns out that there's a massive variation in the length of your pocket rocket when it
The amount of euphemisms he used this video to not
He
avoid
is
saying
just-
penis is so funny.
He's just allergic to the word penis. It's
How many
amazing.
rewrites or like how many people or rewrites do you think this takes to be like, shit, we can't say dick or cock or penis. That's not for our channel. What help?
If they were smart, they would have written the script originally with penis, and then just changed to the euphemism.
I feel like
Oh,
that's
no,
what
yeah,
they
obviously
did,
when they were writing
right?
the actual like script and outline and everything, they would, and then they added
Cock!
afterwards. But it's just so funny because it's especially funny because he has visuals for every single euphemism he uses. He has a
I
fucking
actually
rocket inside a pocket. It's amazing.
I actually think the game theory style of like throwing every single shit at the screen actually works when you're making like the euphemism. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it
Yeah.
adds. It actually adds a lot to the.
Yeah, it makes
joke.
it a funnier joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
this if MatPat's
once.
channel was entirely just this video, then it would have been amazing.
If MatPat's channel was just April Fool's jokes when he actually tries.
Yeah.
fact, chooses to blast off again. And we know this when we say that guys are either showers, out there like a chain chomp for the world to see, or growers, the shy guys of the anatomical mushroom kingdom. Now, Luigi could fall
Amazing.
into either camp, so we won't be able to pin down an exact number, but we will be able to get the range here. Both growers and showers end up getting bigger in, preparation for the final boss, but for some, that
Amazing.
Euphemisms are so good.
Amazing.
1-up mushroom just makes a bigger difference, so to speak. For showers, on average, they're putting on an extra 10% in length, which means that at the very, very least, Luigi's achieving 5.13 inches. But lucky Luigi, 79% of men are growers, which means statistically he's likely to get even more star power out of his big moment. Growers gain, on average, 50% length, which, boy howdy, means that Luigi's looking at a total of 6.99. The heck, let's just round it up to...
Can I just say that stretching the bullet bill is like, how do I get away with putting a penis image without it being a dick? Like, stretching the bullet bill is like, okay, that was actually very clever. Like, how do you put a dick without putting a dick on
yeah,
the
and
screen?
they use the flag and the the Mario flag
Yeah.
as well. It's like he's using some smart visuals. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
The editing team for this put in some effort into creativity and not just making everything bounce around.
I wonder, like, who is the... I never checked the credits. That probably says something there, but, like, who directs the editing? I assume it's MatPat, right? Like, oh, yeah, you throw this random googly eye image here, or do they do
I
their
assume,
thing
they
and
a
they have
creative
someone
director,
there?
and I assume it's MatPat, yeah.
Hmm.
7 total inches, or 17.78 centimeters. Well above average, according to the
Fuck.
British Journal of Urology study last year that found that the average length of a man's disco stick is about 5.2 inches. It's
Oh.
no wonder that Daisy sticks around. So,
Oh my god.
there you have it. Add this one to your fan wikis. The official size of Luigi's plunger goes from a floppy 4.6 to a firm 5.1 on the low end, 7 on the high. Now, I know those numbers might seem a bit flaccid, but throw me a bone here. Calculating this was a hard one. But call me Viagra because I am still going strong. Because
Oh my god.
I'm surprised he actually
He's actually
decided to
showing,
use the term Viagra and then show her.
he's actually showing this frame from the video is so funny. It's just Viagra by most of the screen. Oh, MatPat.
Man, have
'Cause
you
there's
ever
one-
taken Viagra? Like, just out of curiosity.
Bren is muted, Jeb.
Oh.
He said,
Well,
be
I-
right back.
Oh, well, I know you and Tin haven't taken Viagra.
Indeed.
I haven't, so that leaves Fran. That's not
What do you
fair.
mean that leaves Fran? You're talking as if by logic of exclusion, that just means, Fran obviously has.
What if 4 people statistically use Viagra, I hear?
Mm.
Well, 3 of us don't. That leaves this one in
Yeah.
4. That's escaped
That
at
is
this
how
specific
yeah.
time. I'm gonna message in the group. I won't reveal the answer to our endearing fans.
final question I'm sure you all have on your minds, how does Mario compare? Unfortunately, the promo art for Mario Tennis Aces doesn't have as many suspicious shadows in Mario's pants, meaning we can't go through the exact same level of calculations here. Fortunately for us, though, we wouldn't need to anyway, because Mario hasn't been shy to be seen naked in his past. And I'm not talking about some questionable DeviantArt pages at the Rule 34 website, I'm talking in an official
Oh my God, he
Nintendo
actually-
release.
Oh, shit. Okay. I just realized the fucking photo on the right. He actually put that on screen. Okay, MatPat.
You don't believe me? Then feast your eyes on the official Nintendo manga simply titled Super Mario, but known amongst fans as KC Mario, published way back in 1989. Volume 1 covers Part 1 of the Super Mario Land saga, with Mario fighting off the villains of Sarasa Land led by the evil alien Tatanga. On page 52, we see Mario get bitten by a fishbone, only to get sent out of his overalls, and then turning the page, there he is. Page 53,
Oh my God, he actually...
waving in his pants.
And he shows the
Sorry.
penis.
He's showing
Yeah,
it.
that's a very Dragon Ball used to do the same thing. They were like, Goku did something and like he loses his clothes and they draw the penis like the little.
Fran, have you taken Viagra before?
No,
Oh.
no, I don't need it. Thank you. I'm fine.
Damn.
Not even out like of curiosity.
No, I don't
Why
know
would you
anyone
take
that
it out
has
of
a Viagra.
curiosity? Why would you take
Yeah,
it
isn't
out of
that
curiosity? That sounds so stupid.
Isn't that dangerous as well? Doesn't Viagra have like weird side effects depending on the person?
I
Or
don't know, I haven't taken it.
Then what the fuck did you tell me for?
Because I knew Tin and Sky hadn't, so that left you to ask.
Yeah, but I don't know anyone that has Viagra.
I
Probably
don't think
the
Argentina is
pharmacist,
short of
right?
Viagra.
Yes, let me go to the pharmacy and be like, hey, can I have a
I-
single pill of Viagra? I'm curious. I want to see
I-
what happens.
I was going to say, like, you're acting as if Argentina doesn't have this kind of drug when they have every single other kind.
I don't think weed is the same as Viagra. Hot
Correct.
take.
Viagra is a lot more obtainable.
Hot
Yeah.
take. I don't think people just have Viagra as like a recreational drug.
You'd be surprised. Human beings aren't normal.
I
Yeah,
can
you
tell.
could call it recreational in a sense.
Yeah, it's used
I guess.
for
Yeah, I guess.
it's used for
Uh-huh.
sexual intercourse.
Yeah,
That is true.
I'm glad we've talked about this while we paused on the screen of
I
Mario's penis.
I love the chain chomp looking straight at it. Like he's literally down there looking at it. He has the full
He
on.
wants to
balls
chomp
and
it.
penis
He has
view.
his mouth open, like yeah.
He-
That's
He's
a
ready.
big boy. Yeah, it's a big boy
He's-
for him.
Wait, the one on the left is Daisy, right? It's kind of funny that canonically in the manga Daisy sees Mario's dick and not Peach.
Dick and balls.
Oh, that's why Daisy goes for Luigi.
She knows Mario isn't good enough.
Hands in the air, you just don't care. And in the process, we confirm two things. One, that Mario apparently isn't just a plumber, he's going full commando. And two, that Mario doesn't got himself a lovely bunch of coconuts. In fact, Mario's big toe is bigger than his dangling hammer bro. I ran the
Dangling
numbers
hammer
because of
bro.
course I did, and Mario's little
Amazing.
cannoli clocks in at around 2.5 inches, 6.4
I hate that it
centimeters,
has-
and
I hate that the cannoli is stuffed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I actually don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that visual. It's looking a bit too
Yeah.
too similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too close to home.
with you, that is me being extremely generous with those numbers. And maybe, just maybe, this stupid episode by some miracle turned out to explain a lot more than I initially anticipated about this franchise. With a size difference like that, it's no wonder Mario is aggressive, mean, and dismissive of his brother. He's jealous. Not only does Luigi have the superior jump,
it all
That implies he knows his brother's penis size. What are you talking about, MatPat?
While Luigi's asleep, Mario just checks and it's like, fuck, it's still bigger than mine.
Oh, Lord. I'm gonna kill myself.
I love how it came back to, oh, Mario's jealous and addicted to Luigi.
Yeah.
It always comes back.
Is this why he's a sociopath? Because he's a small peepee?
It's part of it.
also apparently got the superior lump. It may also explain Mario's hero complex. He may not be feeling too super in the sheets, so he
The
resorts
Peach
to
doll,
being
oh my
super on the
God.
streets. And who knows, it may even explain Peach's continued avoidance of her poorly proportioned plumber. A former theory of
Oh,
mine
no,
did guess that she
no.
winds up with Luigi in the end anyway. So there you have it. Luigi, the super powerful half-a-billionaire who winds up with a girl and has an enormous... Man, looking back at all my theories on him, Luigi really does come out on top. But hey, that's just a theory. A game
Oh my God.
theory. And cut. Off those unsightly...
Wait, he made
There you
the... That's the film theory one. The
What?
cut at the end. And cut. That's the film theory.
Well, he took
Outro.
it from game theory.
But that doesn't make any sense because cut is what you say when you make movies. In the game
Yeah, but
theory is always
he's
like,
making-
thanks for watching.
He's making art, okay? He is making movies.
No, but this is about games. That's the entire point. The two different one, the outros. That's
Fuck
the point
you.
to differentiate. No, this doesn't make any sense, Fran.
I work at game theory and you're wrong. My
Damn.
my dad works at game
My
theory.
dad works at game.
My dad is not that.
facial hairs with Dollar Shave Club.
No, yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah.
watching a Dollar Shave.
No, I'll piss off.
I don't know if what you want to like. Because I know we talked about it a little bit, but I don't know if you want to have the video in the background, like the 25-minute goodbye video, or like I don't know what the plan is.
Fran, you need to
Yes,
trust in the process.
I always trust in the
You
process.
need to have some goddamn faith.
Yeah, Fran. Now you get it. Now you're getting it. Now.
I
No,
feel
you-
so young. I feel like in the early days of of my channel, I
I'm pretty
feel
sure
so
this video is
young
like
and
9 years old or something.
yeah, but I watched this on the 12-hour MatPat shit I did like 3 years ago.
Mm.
Like I watched the last one, I didn't remember the number, and I watched this one, and this one I definitely do remember it.
Oh, it's almost 11 years old. It was July 6th of
Oh.
2013.
That's
Oh,
insane.
Christ alive.
So funny that he posted it 2 days after the Independence Day.
I remember. Oh shit! Mario 3D World wasn't out. Oh my god.
Hey, Jab, you're back. So, Jab,
You're back.
Jab.
He's not back.
Is he dead?
Hello.
Jab,
Hello.
He lied.
do you think Mario is a communist?
Yes.
Good.
Absolutely.
So you agree with MatPat. So let's get this party started.
Break out the borscht and pierogies, comrades, cause it's time to celebrate a true Soviet hero.
I do think. I don't know. I'm trying to think. When does MatPat actually get like the editing team? Because on the one hand, this does feel like the typical MatPat things you see now, but at the same time, it feels like he probably could do this himself. But I don't
I mean,
remember
this was
2013
in
how big he was.
2013. I assume he didn't have the team yet. Maybe he
Yeah,
did
well,
have
that-
an editor.
Yeah, he had an editor at this time, but he didn't have
Okay.
like a team.
Okay. Oh, the cup was different.
Oh my god, it made me
Yeah, this intro was amazing.
Jesus
Hello,
Christ, man.
Internet. Welcome to Game
Oh
Theory.
my god, the mic.
Oh god, the mic quality. Oh god.
Old ass webcam microphone. We're so back.
Oh man, the nostalgia.
Slightly funnier than Carlos Mencia.
Does anyone know who that person is?
I don't know.
What do
I
you-
feel like this
recognize him.
reference was outdated severely by our age.
Carlos
Carlos.
Mencia, Honduran
Honduran
American
American.
comedian and writer.
Nice.
His style of comedy is often political and involves issues of race relations, Latin American culture, criminal justice, and social class. He's best known as the host of the Comedy Central show Mind of Mencia. Cool. I've never heard
That's
of him.
yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
That is 2010s as fuck. Yeah.
Slightly. Who knew that the Super Mario franchise was so complex? In Game Theory's most watched episode, The Problems with Princess Peach,
Look at
we
the
dove into
YouTube.
Toadstool-
Look at the YouTube layout and the font and everything. It's so old. Ah yeah. I broke my armchair.
The old chair.
I,
You know how old
think,
YouTube is.
I think your chair heard you and it was like, don't say that.
Yeah.
Your chair also
Well.
feels old.
It is old.
Toadstool's psychological issues, the kidnapping
Once
and
your chair just breaks some more because of that.
Oh god, the fan! Look at the quality.
Oh, this is ripped straight out of a Wii. Like,
between
Yeah.
no way in hell there was a dolphin back. And it's also stretched out,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, it's stretched out.
Bowser, and the fact that Super Mario Bros. 3 may actually be a stage play. Then,
Do you understand that Miyamoto hadn't confirmed the theory yet? Because eventually, like, there's an interview where Miyamoto's like, "Yep, Mario 3 is like a play because it actually starts with the curtains rising, whatever." I don't remember when that was, but this video is before then, and that confirmation is like old as well. It's like maybe 2015. It's like shit. Like, we are
Years old?
back.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
2015
Well,
is like a year
now,
ago.
from 2015
yes.
is only like a couple of years ago. It's not
Yes,
a
of
fucking lifetime
course.
ago.
Of course.
coming up in a few weeks, I plan on looking at what the series can teach about quantum mechanics, because, you know, we just get enough of that during the Bioshock Infinite episode. But while
Oh my god, I
Of
forgot how
course, of
overly
course.
sexualized these videos were. I forgot.
That
Of course.
He tried to
of
get the
course.
12-year-olds to watch it, I forgot.
All this may be shocking. It pales in comparison with today's topic, that Mario is a communist sympathizer. Trust me.
Sympathizer? Is he? Wait, what do you mean sympathizer? This isn't like the
He's-
1930s. It's not like he needs to hide being a communist. He could just believe it.
He's a pro-communist and he's on the run.
does he think like Mario's like a centralist, like Oppenheimer, and is just going like I may or may not be a communist?
Yeah, no, I just sympathize with these people. I give them money and I support everything they do. I just am not gonna associate with the name because I could get arrested.
They have a few outdated things, but I'm sure if you get to know them, they don't actually believe it.
Yeah.
I sympathize with Stalin, said Mario.
Yeah, Stalin, very communist.
Ow.
Definitely not
Ow.
doing the opposite of it.
When loyal theorist Deadly Sin asked me to look into this at the SGC gaming convention, Skeptical
What?
Matt was skeptical until I discovered that everything from Mario's design to the mushrooms he eats to Japan's political history points in the direction of our platforming plumber being a comrade from the motherland. So is Mario Jumpman Mario more Russian than Dolph Lundgren in Rocky IV? We're done Stalin, time to find out. For those of you
See?
Okay, that was a good pun. That's a pun I would make, so I have to say it's good. But you know what? I'm thinking that maybe MatPat.
I'm thinking he's right.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna say. I'm thinking MatPat is just taking communist to mean like 1980s Russian communist. You know, like USSR communist, and not actual communism, because he keeps mentioning the fucking Russia thing, which the communist idea is not exactly what Russia did. So I am curious what he's gonna go to talk about this.
Oh,
If he's
yeah,
actually gonna
you-
be
you-
like, oh no,
you'll
he's actually
see.
a USSR agent.
You will see.
I'm excited.
you who didn't understand the epic rap battle season 2 finale, here's a quick 2-minute refresher for your Russian history. The period leading up to World War I was a difficult time for Mother Russia. In order to finance
he's
the war,
definitely
the
doing
government
the Russia
began
thing.
printing millions and millions of ruble notes, and this caused massive inflation. The prices for food skyrocketed, quadrupling in the
Wario
span of
waft.
4 years, but workers saw no change in pay, meaning that no one could actually afford to feed themselves. It literally took wheelbarrows of money to pay for one loaf of bread. Poor sanitation, dangerous work conditions, hours of slave labor that afforded them nothing. You could see how people
That's what slave means, yeah. Slave labor that part of them. Yep, that is indeed what slave labor is.
were angry, and
I
they
imagine a kid in 2013, like, oh, I wonder what this YouTube thing is. And the first video that they get in the recommend is Mario is a communist.
Yeah, and then talking about the political landscape of Russia in 1914, like, okay, man. Fucking
Yeah.
no.
They were angry at the king, or in Russia's case, the Tsar. Tsar
1917.
Nicholas II. On March 7th, 1917, the February Revolution... Wait, seriously? The February Revolution happened in March? Fail, Russia, fail! Saw the people overthrow Nicholas and his royal family. Enter communism, a movement to create a classless, moneyless society in which everyone, from the working class proletariat to the rich bourgeoisie, shares the wealth. This was the teachings of Marx, the other one. The other one.
Haha, they're all named Marks. That's a funny joke. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to make teaching communism to children somewhat entertaining, but it's like it's just the history of the Russian
Amazing.
Revolution.
This reminds me of like way back in secondary school when like we learned about the Russian Revolution and that, and it was like trying to make it more hip and kid friendly, like ish, like trying to teach it with memes and that, like.
Bro, what the fuck was your school like? I didn't get anyone teaching me with
Yeah,
It was,
memes.
it
What
was
the
really,
hell?
it was really shit. Like
I-
the Marx joke reminds me of like when we learned about
What-
when Clara was discovered
when the Russians take over the Reichstag,
Yeah.
and there's some
like,
shitty meme.
like the Marx joke reminds me of like something that my teacher did, where like we learned about the discovery of cholera, where it was found by a guy called John Snow. So obviously
Oh.
she puts up a meme about
Oh
you know
no!
nothing, John Snow.
Oh no!
So it's genuinely this exact joke that MatPat made, but during class.
Yeah.
nice.
That's amazing.
And put it this way, my teacher was like 25-ish. Like she was
That
fairly
makes
young.
sense. No, that makes sense. Millennials trying to teach something to to Gen Z does sound like that. Like that's what would happen.
Our teachers would get bullied for this. They wouldn't last a day.
Yeah, but to
My
be
teachers
fair,
were
like
too old to know what a meme was. Like
Yeah, same.
yeah, to be fair, like our previous teacher was like an old prat. He was a cud.
Mm.
Is that really him? Wow, he looks like a cross between socialism and Santa Claus. To the fed up Russians,
Between socialism and cent. What? How do you say
That's
he's a
m-
cross between socialism and Santa Claus?
Because
That's Karl
beard.
Marx.
That's That's
He has
Karl
beard.
Marx. That's
He has big,
literally
bushy
Karl
beard.
Marx.
He has big bushy beards that make him Santa.
And then does he think his audience knows what socialism is to say, you see he's a mix between socialism and Santa Claus? What does that mean?
Hey kids, have you ever heard of socialism?
Yeah, like he's making a joke on the assumption that people know what socialism is, but don't know what communism is because he's explaining communism. MatPat. 2013 was a wild time.
a system in which everyone shares the wealth, seemed pretty good, and on November 7th of 1917, the October Revolution, you can probably see a pattern there, the communists took over. Now, for those of you who weren't forced to read Animal Farm 4 times during your high school career, there are 3 important communists to know.
What?
Lenin, Stalin, and Trotsky. This one led the Bolshevik Party in the October Revolution and did a lot to transform Russia into a socialist state before he was taken down by the Sith. After his death, this one got screwed over, exiled, and assassinated by this one, who took power, screwed everything up, and was responsible for nearly 20 million deaths via his secret police, famines, and purges. To put Stalin's actions in perspective, compare him to Hitler, whose Holocaust
This is a video about Mario. This is your kid's channel making a video about Mario.
You know those are
Yes.
the like every once in a while it'll be like a tweet where like it says where like it goes into like a few where it's like MatPat like describing like, and here's this ancient religious text and it's how it's significant it was and here's why it relates to Minecraft.
Yeah, no, those clips were always great. This is one of those clips. This is the perfect clip. He's got like some
This is
Mario.
absolutely,
Oh my
absolutely one of those clips.
Like, why you mentioned Stalin and Hitler in a video about Mario?
God. Oh man. He could definitely just explain what communism is without mentioning Russia at all, but you know what? You go, man.
killed 12 million people. Any way you slice it, not nice guys. And that, dear theorist,
Sad face. Not nice guy. Sad face. So true, MatPat. It's very real. Do you agree, Jeb, with MatPat?
I don't. I think
I don't
they
think
were-
he's a communist anymore.
I think we're being too harsh on Stalin and Hitler.
Hey,
I
they had
think-
some nice ideas.
I think they have some good points when you get past the genocide. It's just you need to
It's only
People-
32 million people that died.
So,
people just accuse everyone of being something. Words have lost meaning, so they're not
This stream's
actually
gonna get
genocide
age
Armenia.
restricted because of this exact bit. Tin and
Hey.
I doing it's great.
say what you will about Hitler and Stalin, you
But
can't deny they were intelligent people of strategy.
yeah,
Thank you,
Hitler that
Jeb.
lost the fucking battle in Russia because it was too cold.
Yes, but at that point, Hitler's health was deteriorating.
But the weather was too woke. It took down Hitler.
And I think Hitler, being a German,
Mm.
didn't understand snow. Germany's not known for its snowy region.
Yeah, it's never
Uh,
snowed in Germany.
But to give Hitler credit, he did
Give it
manipulate
like
the
credit,
entire.
Jeff. Can we please move on?
No, we literally have we
He
We were
literally have
going.
a
We were going to make money from the stream. We're not anymore. But I just want our
no,
channel to stay safe.
we
Okay?
literally have a German in chat.
He
Yeah,
manipulated
they're
the
a
entire.
German. They're not a Nazi. It's very different. I hope we can identify the difference.
Oh, Colin, you could see where I'm coming from. That Hitler manipulated
Okay, I'm
What?
going
the
to
flaws
play
of
the
democratic
video. I am
system
going to play the
to his
video.
advantage.
We're going to
Is
mute. We're
everything
going to
you need
mute.
to know to understand this episode and pass the Russian unit in world history. So how could Mario possibly be seen as communist propaganda? Well, slap my buns and call me Joseph McCarthy, because we're going
okay.
to expose this supposed
Grab his
Italian
buns,
for what
Jeb.
he really is. Let's start with his design. What color is Mario most associated
my
with?
God.
Oh yeah, this
Red.
video.
Right.
Ever
This-
wonder
this
why
video is
red
great.
was chosen? The classic story is that it was to contrast against the blue background, which would make sense if red was truly the color opposite of blue.
That's an amazing justification. You see, yes,
Yes.
that does make sense. However, once you open the RGB thing on your computer, you realize it's not actually the opposite of blue.
It's like when Knuckles is specifically designed blue to contrast with Sonic, and then like MatPat's like, well, no,
No, Knuckles is a
No.
communist.
yeah, Knuckles is now communist.
He is.
But it's not. On any color wheel, or
Oh my god, he's genuinely doing the color wheel thing. I made it as a joke. I said
Mhm.
it as a joke. That's amazing. I love it.
is the color that is directly across from blue. And orange has just as many shades of red, if not more, in the NES color palette. How much orange is used in the game? Next to none. How much red was used? A lot. Back in the real
Damn.
world, communism was
Super
also
Mario Bros. The communist video game.
Yes, because
Hey.
red. That always the
What?
fun. Oh, that's the funniest
I
justification.
mean, my favorite color is red. Guess I'm a
Well.
communist now.
I mean,
You are.
to be fair,
You are.
to be fair to you, you might not be a communist per se, but I don't think you're anywhere far from the left. But that's just a theory, a tin theory.
See,
Nice.
Matt would have a point about this orange contrasting thing if he considered that maybe perception to people, they find red pop out more and more appeasing.
I mean,
When
look at
put-
Friends
when-
BFB. It has red on
Oh.
a blue background. It's just
It
that's
just-
what it is.
Arsene is a very communist persona, to be fair.
It just looks-
So-
It just looks weird if it's orange. Orange isn't like.
Oh, I
most
thought
people
especially
can't
because the
explain.
color of the bricks underneath Mario, they looked kind of like brown orangish. So if you made it orange as well, it would kind of blend. It would look odd. If it's red, it stands out more.
Yeah.
so strongly associated with red, being known as the Red Threat, the Red Scare, the Red Terror. Then there's Fireflower Mario, clad all in red and white. If he wasn't sporting the communist colors before, he certainly is now the red and white of Lenin's Bolshevik party. But it's not just his colors. Check out the hat. Is it a coincidence that Mario's hat just so happens to sport a similar shape and, more strangely, a similar design as communism's most infamous leader? Perhaps. I mean, it is a bit odd that Mario's hat and Stalin's both have a circle in the front with a signature logo.
That's every like football team that has a cap is that too. Hey, Darwin. Hi.
Aw.
Oh, I think stream can hear him. Yeah. Okay. Hey, come on, come here. Yeah. He came. Oh, he's here. He heard Matt
He what?
calling Mario a communist, and he was like, "I'm not having none of that." There he is. Okay. Anyway, let's
There
get
we
on with the
know.
video.
There we know Mario's true nature is to be an alt-right super capitalist guy.
Yeah, I mean Mario is the anti-woke of everything. Remember when they tried to do like Mario is the anti-woke shit when the film came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then betray that when Peach turned out to have more than 2 minutes of screen.
Yeah, and there was the comment on the Geeks and Gamers where they were like, "Ugh, everything's so woke now" when they saw Rainbow Road.
Oh yeah, that was very funny. What a throwback.
But we can pass that off as happenstance. How about that facial hair, though? Is it
Oh my
also
God.
a coincidence that Mario's mustache looks like it was directly ripped off the face of
Was it? You just put that one above the other, and it just looks.
nothing like him. His mustache is going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, Mario's mustache goes up.
Is
Also-
he really saying-
Also, mustacheless Stalin is certainly a look. That, oh my god, I've got to have nightmares about that.
Is he really saying it's communist to have a mustache?
Yes. Oh,
someone in contention for the world's most evil man? 4 out of 5 communist leaders agree. A good mustache is half the uniform.
I am so cool to have Marx there with Stalin and the Chinese dictator. I forgot the name of that one. Very cool. Yeah. Put him with murderers. Very cool, MatPat.
Mario is mustache approved. And while we're looking
Yeah.
at character design, let's not forget one of the recurring villains of the Mario franchise, Wario. Wario was created as the anti-Mario, am I right? And what are the two
You are,
things
yeah.
Wario is known for? Being 10 feet tall.
Being American.
Shut up. Being fat and being greedy. He's a walking American stereotype.
I
And
was
overweight
joking.
Oh, Jeb. Every time you did this with Flash so many times.
I know, I need to stop.
capitalist pig who eats way too much and loves money. Just look at his games. They're all about collecting treasure, accumulating coins, gaining more wealth. Even back to the first Wario Land, the better endings get you bigger and bigger houses. And achievement being tied to material wealth is as American as apple pie.
Which is not American, actually.
Wario's the bougie.
I thought he was gonna make that joke. I paused exactly because I was gonna predict the joke. Apple pie isn't American. That's the joke he'll always make. That's
No.
Fat
Fuck
Cat
you.
counterpoint to our proletariat plumber. And let's look at that for a second, shall we? What is
I think that is kind of funny though, because like everything in media just uses the idea of like evil capitalists to be the villains, and the the person fighting for the people being like the hero, and so it's like a very common trope. But it's like, oh, but Mario specifically is a communist because of the color red, and honestly, so true.
Yeah. It's like the evidence is ranging from like actual like, see, what Wario represents America because of this, and this, and the evidence for Mario is he is red and
Yeah.
has a mustache and a hat.
Mario exactly? A plumber who started off as a carpenter, both working class, physical labor positions that define members of the Communist Party.
What?
Remember, this was a
What?
political movement response.
Yeah, Jeff, being working class means you're a communist.
Well, do you know who else was a carpenter? Jesus. Does that mean Jesus was a
Well,
communist?
Jesus was he had some socialist ideas to say.
I don't look at like, because he's obviously using like Stalin and such as the communism. I don't look at Stalin and think, you used to be a carpenter back in your day.
Oh
I
yeah,
can see it.
A lot of people
It's
used to be
so-
carpenters.
it's just so stupid to be like, you see. To be fair, he's not. It's not that he's saying like, oh, you see, he was a working class, therefore he is communist. It's just like the entire idea of someone that is working class fighting for what's right and fighting the capitalist pig is communist propaganda. In a sense, like the whole package, sure, that makes some sense. It's just so funny to be like, you see, he's a plumber and red, therefore communism. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just again that's the evidence he led with. It wasn't, this. It was just colors. That was his opening argument.
Yeah. I think if he hadn't started with the argument of red, I think I think this video would probably be taken more seriously.
Responding to the mistreatment of the working class by the exclusionary upper classes, meaning that blue-collar Mario would fit the bill perfectly. And while we're looking at Mario's proletariat predilection, what's his signature weapon again? Oh, that's right,
Mario has a
hammers. Need I say more?
Well, the hammer, kind of.
I don't. To be honest, I don't even think that is Mario's signature weapon.
I think it's more so like in terms of like basic weapon, I guess, because you have like the Donkey Kong arcade, you have Mario, previously known as Jump, and the Mario and Luigi games that you always have the hammer as a weapon. And
Is that-
I think that's it. Oh, Paper
Is-
Mario as well.
Yeah, when I think of like weaponry for Mario, you also think like the power-ups with the
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
fire
thinking,
power.
that
I thought he
too.
was gonna mention the power-ups, because I was thinking like the fire flower and shit like that.
That's the thing, as a more traditional weapon, I guess the hammer. But yeah, typically when you think, oh, Mario has a weapon, it's like, oh, the fire flower.
Yeah,
Te- techni-
star.
Technically, his weapon is his fucking shoes, where he like jumps on all the enemies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's his fat ass where he can kill the enemy
Yeah,
by falling on him. Yeah.
Magus appeared in these games, then we'd have the complete communist toolkit. But that's not all, dear theorists. What's the goal of Super Mario Bros?
I think it's so funny to make the hammer argument when I think it just makes so much more sense to just be like to just say what he did about him being a working class person, because the entire point of the symbol is to reference working class people. You know, the proletariat. Is that the correct word in English? My brains apparently can't say the word properly. Jeb.
Proletarian.
yeah, I think that's.
Proletariat. Yeah, I think that's it. Anyway, that's the point. It's just like the hammer just seems a bit ham-fisted, but whatever.
Brothers to overthrow a king, King Koopa. And what was the role of the Russian Revolution? To overthrow a king.
Well-
The French Revolution too.
Actually, this falls apart because the goal is actually to preserve the kingdom, which is Princess Peach's kingdom.
And
Oh,
that's
Oh
the
yeah,
yeah,
video
yeah,
never-
because
Barbara.
Bowser wants to overthrow the kingdom, so he's
Yeah.
in control.
Exactly.
Oh
That
yeah.
video will never fall apart. Fuck you.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I don't know which side I'm on, but yeah. MatPat didn't think this argument through at all.
Tsar Nicholas II. And what do you do at the end of every level in Mario? Rip down a flag. At the end of every level, Mario tears down a flag to raise his own. A red star on a white background. No, that's not a hostile Macy's takeover, my friends. That's Mario raising the symbol of his Soviet brethren. Along with the hammer and sickle, the red star was the other emblem of the Communist Party, specifically of the Red Army, with the 5 points of the star meant to represent the 5 fingers of the Communist worker's hand. And what's on that flag Mario tears
I love how
down?
intense
Is
the
that
music
a
is getting.
pixelated green peace sign? So according to Mario,
What?
What?
It's
What? What? Have I missed something?
Why the fuck would you think it's the green peace sign? What are you talking about, MatPat? What? It's clearly the face of a Koopa.
Yeah.
The green. I love MatPat. This is why I don't want MatPat to leave. We're never gonna hear him say this kind of shit again.
pixelated green peace sign? So according to Mario, it's down with peace and up with the people. The
Yes, communism family hates peace. This,
Yeah,
yeah,
bear it in
I-
mind, Bowser's the one that disrupts the peace by attacking.
yeah.
I'm letting you all react because this is exactly how I reacted when I first watched this video. I was like, "What the fuck? This doesn't look like it doesn't look like a peace sign at all."
People's Mario. But let's take a break from communism for a second, shall we, and look at the rest of the
Thank
game.
God.
Speculation has always gone on about the mushrooms Mario uses. It's a bizarre power-up, right? Well, wonder no more. I give you the Mario mushroom, Amanita muscaria, the fly Amanita. Look familiar? Not only does it look like Mario's mushrooms, it acts like them too, as this poisonous mushroom has been used throughout history for its ability to cause hallucinations. And you know where
Wait. You said it acts like it? Are you telling me that it's hallucinations that happen in the Mario games? He just said as if like it's a given that you're just hallucinating when you take a mushroom in the Mario game.
Yeah.
What does he think? Like whenever like Mario in the middle of like a battle, like picks one up and goes, he just picks one up and instead of like going big, he's just like, whoa, I'm so big, man.
Just
It's
going.
me, Mario.
Oh, just having a bad trip. That's what he thinks. The entire game is a bad trip.
in the world it's found? Siberia, aka the eastern half of Mother Russia.
The northern half. But yeah, sure.
But seriously, if you're
Oh my god. Why the asses? Why? Why do you have to put so many video game asses on screen?
Young MatPat was so horny, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yes.
still questioning Mario's loyalty, stop to consider the development of the game. If Super Mario were developed in America, there would be no chance of any sort of communist leanings. But as we all know, Nintendo is located in Japan. And while Japan may not be a communist state, the Japanese Communist Party has been a strong presence in their election since the 1950s. In fact, it was at its strongest in the 1970s and 80s, when Mario games were first being developed. Of the nearly 50 million votes cast in any given election during that time, well over 5 million, or 10%, go to the Japanese Communist Party.
Okay. Oh, hold on. I'm confused. Did you just say that 10% of people voted for the Communist Party? Did you say they're strong? Like they never won, but you say that they're strong. That they used to be strong.
He said that was them at their strongest point, and that they just always had some sort of influence.
Fall off. Oh.
So like 10% of votes is like a strong influence, I guess.
Maybe.
If you say so, MatPat.
Party. Is it then so difficult to believe that one, maybe two,
That photo looks really odd.
difficult to believe
Why does his face look? It looks like the photo was smushed. What's happened there?
I think he took this from a poster or something.
Yeah, it looks. It looks. Yeah, exactly. It looks a bit crumpled up there.
that one, maybe two of the people involved in the development of the game could have subtly worked in some of their political beliefs. All it takes is one.
Classic
And
Miyamoto, the communist.
You know what they
Yeah.
say.
I was going to say, that no one could have put that in because it was like Miyamoto's way, or there was no way it was happening.
What if Miyamoto wanted it to be a communist game, huh?
I just think it's so funny because it's like saying, oh, you see, one or two people subtly put these political leanings into the game, right? As if, but he's using like fundamental aspects of the game, like the fucking flag and everything. Like it's not just like art direction, like how someone just said, "Oh, I'm gonna put a red star there." It's like, no, this is the iconography of the game. You can't just do that without other people realizing it.
Miyamoto cares more about having a fucking bike in a video game than any politics. Like, for Breath of the Wild, he pushed for the entire development to have a bike in the game.
Well, he also pushed in 1985 to have Mario being a communist, so
Yeah.
checkmate.
It was
Yeah,
a
exactly
communist
that.
bike.
Yes, a communist that worked
Well,
on.
bikes represent the lower classes, the proletariat. So, I mean, just putting that out there.
Next thing you know, in the
So-
next Mario game, if it's a car, it's gonna be the communist.
Yeah. It's gonna be a car that jumps over you.
All it takes is one. And you know what they say. In Soviet Russia, you don't play Mario games play you. But hey, it's just... Hold on a sec. Seriously? Mario is communist. Come on! The green peace sign Mario
happened?
tears down? Clearly, it's a skull. If it was meant to be a peace sign, there would be one more green pixel at the bottom on either side to complete the round.
That looks very ugly. I don't know why.
Because it's a very little bit game. Darwin,
Yeah.
what do you want?
I think-
Why are you meowing?
Oh, baby.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. You was just really
That's
just
okay.
climbing on me.
That's-
So
Cat earned it.
is it
maybe-
just like if Mario's a communist? Actually, let me debunk my entire theory. Is this what's
No,
happening?
no, it's not.
Look, and while yes, Mario may be overthrowing King Koopa, he's also instating another aristocracy. This one supervised by a mentally unstable princess in pink. Not much of a people's plumber there, huh, Jumpman? Regardless, though, it makes you question, right? So, is Mario communist? Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I'll leave that for you to debate, but from the mushrooms, to his enemies, to the design of the character, to Japanese political history, it's definitely not as ridiculous as it might initially sound, but in the end, it's just a theory. A game theory.
In
Nostrovia.
Soviet Russia, Pokemon catch you. What the
Welcome
fuck is
back
this
to the
old ass
Super-
meme?
Well, it's the thing where they say that in Russia the opposite thing happens.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a meme about communism.
Screw Attack, that's an old ass channel.
Yeah, I remember Screw Attack days.
Yeah.
Those were always for, like Death Battle on that.
I haven't seen that in forever. I don't know even what. Obviously, I know the channel's not around anymore, but I wonder what those guys are doing.
So yeah, Mario's a communist. I'm glad we figured that
Of
out.
course.
And what was the other one? Oh yeah, Luigi has a big penis. and
Luigi,
Mario has a small one.
Luigi cock, yes.
Yes. Unfortunately, we couldn't watch the best boobs in gaming. We tried, but YouTube didn't let us.
Yeah, we couldn't have the three genders. Boobs, penis,
Communism
and
and
communism.
Yeah.
Penis and communism, the three genders. Oh, that's amazing.
of course.
You should tweet that, Tim. The three genders. And
Yeah,
then
you
just
should.
say all three. Yeah. So
I-
anyway,
if you, yeah. The thing is, like, even in this video, no, it was the previous one. Sorry, he references how they're tempting you. It's there. It's on the recommended.
Oh, not
but
for
it
me.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it's like even the boost video is like, I don't know if it's his. It's not his first video. It's definitely like right there because I remember Vsauce, the Michael. He also had like a women are hot in video games video or whatever. And it's also like 13 years old. So there was definitely some weird shit in YouTube 2010s. Early YouTube was weird.
Yeah,
Either-
that
either-
video was a
Mm.
what it says it's like 12, 11 years old when I
Mm.
went to get the link, the best boobs in
Yeah.
gaming. So what? It's probably like 2012, right when he started his channel. Oh my god, no. Okay.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's because people were like, "Oh, how much can we break the platform?" or people were just really horny.
No, it's because children click on it, and so
Yeah,
they need
that's
it's like the
true.
12-year-old clicks so they could get subs.
I talked to a few friends like when they were they actually lived through Final Fantasy VII, like marketing and whatever.
Mhm.
They always tell me how in school they were always talking about Tifa. And yeah, I can see that that makes sense with the YouTube thing. Like, oh, kids click on it. It's like, yeah, if you put Tifa boob on the thumbnail, it's like, yep,
Yeah,
little Timmy horny over a
um,
CGI render from 1977.
yeah, it's very well known that during the early 2010s that you would just put boobs on the thumbnail for 12-year-olds to click on it to get views.
Hmm.
And MatPat
Yeah.
was aware of that meta and took part in it.
instead of going to school, I should have started a YouTube channel and put Tifa boobs on the thumbnail. I would be millionaire right now. I could be MatPat. It could be me.
It should have been me.
It should have been me. I should have sexualized game characters.
Yeah. Oh well. Opportunities
Fantastic.
missed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it, folks. We just wanted to give a one last hurrah for Mr. Matthew Patrick.
It's crazy that
he
he's
is,
leaving.
yeah, he's
like,
like
I don't
very big
remember.
part of the ECUM identity. We've covered him
Oh yeah.
since the very start, and
Yeah.
man, what a fun time we've had. It's sad to say goodbye.
I feel like we're starting like to get more like meta and serious, I guess. I feel like we're starting that time of the old YouTube, not old in like age. Like MatPat obviously is not old. He's probably like 30 at best or 32 or something. And like I feel like we're getting into that era. It's like, oh yeah, we've been doing this for like 10 plus years, and I have a family now, and I don't really feel the passion anymore, or I just don't want to do this, or I want with all my success, I want to do something else.
I think he said in the video he's like 37.
Okay, yeah, but I wouldn't call 37 old. He doesn't look like 37, but I wouldn't call 37 old either.
I mean, he began in like 2010, so it checks out.
He is
Yeah.
37, yeah. Born
But
November
that's the thing,
15th, 1986. Okay, I thought it was like 30.
Yeah, me too. But eventually, yeah, they're gonna be leaving. Like, obviously, not all of them. Like, I feel like some of them probably will stick around for longer. But yeah, the classic YouTubers, if you want to call it that, yeah, it makes sense. They've been doing this for like 10, 15 years, however long YouTube has been around, and it's like they have a lot of things. Like MatPat, when MatPat was talking about like, oh, now I have a family, I have a kid, I want to do other things. Yeah, I get that. Like, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's to be fair, it kind of began really with PewDiePie. Not that he's like obviously retired, but he's taken a huge step back and he's made it a hobby now.
Yeah.
He just does whatever the fuck he wants.
And
To
he also mentioned something like, oh, it just takes too much time to do now, and I would rather spend that time with my family and whatever. Like, yeah, a family takes a lot of time and effort, and you want to be there. Obviously, it's not like, oh, sorry, I can't take care of the kid. I'm working on how long is Luigi's dick. And then, yeah, you want to be there. It's like those little moments. It's like, you know. And he's also running the company, so I feel like his time outside of YouTube, he'll be like, okay, how is Game Theory Inc. going? How's the company going? Like, he's probably gonna manage some stuff. Like, he's not gonna disappear and leave. But yeah, it's a huge swap on the internet. Like the day the video came out, Twitter was insane. Like, everyone was sharing like memes and like, oh, goodbye, MatPat. And it was surprisingly emotional.
Yeah, it's it is. I know for a lot of people it hit hard. I don't care as much, but I know that what it represents for a lot of people, it is like the end of their childhood, basically, because a lot of the things they watch growing up are just like,
Yeah.
you know, over.
Like, personally, I'm not on that camp of like, oh no, my childhood's gone. I probably watched like a video, maybe two at most when I was a kid. I definitely found more about MatPat like recently-ish, these past few years, let's say. Like, when I wasn't a kid anymore. But yeah, I can see how it's like, oh yeah, he was there. Like, YouTube is like, yeah, he was there, and now he's not. And I can see the impact from that angle. Not so much from my personal angle, more like, holy shit. Like, historical YouTuber. Bye.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what much else to say. Just goodbye,
I
MatPat.
don't want.
You have fun.
Yeah.
You have a good life now. You take care of your kids.
You had a good run.
Yeah.
I want to see what the new face of Game Theory, I guess, the one narrating the videos will do. Like, if he'll try to make the MatPat voices, or like take it more chill, or maybe
Oh, it's
I don't
probably
know.
gonna be the same style, because it's just
There's-
what works on YouTube.
Probably, yeah. But
There's There's going to be a
No.
few of them doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, but not
So-
everyone can go, hello, internet! Like, it's not
Yeah,
easy.
they'll do their own thing because, like,
Mm.
the biggest mistake someone can do when you're following on from someone so significant is try to be a copy of them. You want to do your own thing and show that you're right for this current point in time. That you're the next natural step.
Like, I feel like people. I don't think anyone will have the expectation of being like, oh, the new guys are going to be exactly like Matt, but I think it's the opposite. I think people will like, oh, I wonder how this will change game theory rather than, yeah, be the exact same thing, the voice and everything. Use AI MatPat voice and your face hovering over it. It's like, no,
It's
they probably
it's-
expect some difference.
it's like when Reggie left Nintendo. It'll be kind of like that
Yeah.
if we're going to use
Well,
our terms. I don't know.
To be fair, Doug Bowser didn't even try to be like Reggie. I haven't seen Doug Bowser in like years.
He's there. He's there. He was at like the Tears of the Kingdom opening at Nintendo New York, for example.
Oh, okay, so he's more like in person. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, he doesn't. He isn't there for the major events because you got like Anuma, Miyamoto. He relies on those guys who are the faces of the IPs.
Mm-hmm.
He might appear in a direct every now and again. He's not the same as Iwata was. In that sense, I just realised Tid and Sky probably have no idea what we're really talking about.
I'm just sat here
Hey,
vibing.
it happens. You know, you two are
So-
the nerds, so we're just letting you talk.
Fuck you, Tin. You know Reggie, like the guy.
I'm aware of who Reggie is. He was the person who ran Nintendo for a bit, and he
Yeah.
He
Okay.
never ran Nintendo, just to be clear.
Don't post. Don't be. Yeah, don't be nerd emoji for a second. So
Yeah,
like,
jeez.
Doug Bowser's like the new Reggie, but like Reggie used to be like very present in like Nintendo Directs and all that online stuff, more like on Twitter as well and all that stuff. And the new one like feels like he's there like important events, but you don't see him randomly like you would see Reggie. Like Reggie was more like I'm not saying like to make it oh he's perfect. Like I feel like he was more in line with the community rather. Like I don't see Doug Bowser posting any shitty Mother 3 memes. Reggie did. Like Reggie was actually in Adult Swim being like, "Oh, where's Mother 3?" and he burns someone to death. That was a very funny clip.
Yeah, the Reggie and Iwata days, I think was like kind of the closest you saw Nintendo Japan and America consistently interacting.
Mhm.
It's always interesting to see how companies like America, Japan variants just seem so aloof from one another. Sega's trying to unite them both now.
Well, so Sega's like Sega and Capcom. I feel like are the examples of the companies are so different across the world.
Yeah, they caused a lot of issues. Like Sonic had a very confusing history.
Rough transition to 3D.
But like, like even the staples, like what is Eggman's name? It's literally due to an argument between Sega of America and Sega of Japan
Yeah.
because they can't fucking agree with one another due to cultural differences and the like. So, you know, but yeah, MatPat's basically like Reggie, I guess.
We'll see what the new guys can do.
They've been the plus side is people have been able to get climatized to them because they appeared in other stuff. It's a bit like Game Grumps when JonTron left.
Oh yeah.
That Danny was in one of the other projects, so people kind of already knew of him. He suffered some struggles to begin with, but then most people now prefer him over JonTron because that's what they've seen.
Yeah.
So it could end up like that.
We wish for more stupid videos in concept and in video itself. I guess we'll see a new face next time, unless we watch the last MatPat video. I guess depends on what it is. If it's like, I think it would be cool if it wasn't a theory. I think it would be cool, like what we said in the beginning. I think it would be cool if it was like an interview with like Scott or whatever.
I think It'll probably
It won't
a
be.
theory just because
Yeah.
people will be like, no, this is the last MatPat theory. You know, like this is an event. We're all waiting for this, rather than just be like, oh, we're waiting for the last video, and it's just a different thing. I think MatPat would want to like celebrate his exit in that way, but that's just how I see it.
He will make a he will make a theory, but I think it will be cool if, in an ironic way, it wasn't a theory. like his last presence, I doubt it will be his last presence ever on YouTube. I feel like he's probably going to go to some streams or whatever.
I think he said he's working on his own stuff. Like he's working on his own channels and that. But, like he's got his own
MatPat
project.
Let's Play.
Like
Well, he
said
had
he's
a Let's
working-
Play channel, right?
Oh, he had GT Live, if you count.
Yeah. Yeah, he played.
But-
I remember the Mario Maker streams, Mario Maker 2.
Yeah.
But you say he's working on some like interactive musical sort of thing, like some sort of experience thing for a channel, and like he said that's like a passion project. So it's not like he's disappearing from the internet entirely.
Oh no,
He's
yeah,
still
alright,
doing
he's
things.
just not the
Game theory.
yeah. Game theory isn't
It's
him
just-
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy to me how many YouTubers end up being like musicians or, oh, I want to try something with music. Like, I don't know. I just think it's an interesting coincidence.
Well, I
Whereas-
think it's a
whereas-
very common thing for creative
Mm.
people to want to venture into other types of just art in general. And music
Yeah.
is one that is somewhat accessible, and everyone likes music, so everyone has a little bit of passion in music. So I think this is very common. I see a lot of people that are like, oh, filmmakers, but they also, you know, compose or something. Like Ryan Gosling, for one, he has a fucking band, you know? So it's the kind of thing that's very common.
I also think like if you want to create, let's say, and you're really sticking out for that, like I think with music it's easier to tell when you're creating it because you write down the notes and you play it and whatever.
Mm.
And it's like, holy shit, I made this. No one's ever made this before. With YouTube videos, like obviously you can, but if you're making like game theories, you depend on the content to then transform it. It's not like
Oh yeah, that's
I just-
that's something that I find that I prefer to write when I'm writing like my own scripts, not for like videos, like scripts as in screenplays, and you know, for
Mhm.
films and TV shows that I want to one day hopefully make. I find that more fulfilling a lot of the time than writing scripts about other things, because I can talk about how other things are done, but I get way more fulfillment from doing something of my own instead of just talking about, you know, other media that exists. And I think, you know, that could probably be the case for MatPat, like, oh, only talking about, you know, other people's media, and he, even though he is creating from that, it's not like, you know, it's entirely his, that he's creating like a piece of art that someone can consume on the same sense, you know, like I do believe
Yeah.
the YouTube videos are art, but not in the, you know, it is different. They're like content, they're videos about content, you know, and
I do
wanting to
think-
make something for yourself, it, as Tin said, music related, does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like obviously making your videos, yeah, you made it and that's great. But I know some people they have like this idea of, oh, but did I make this or am I just transforming this? And then they get into like a bit of a slump because it's like, oh, I'm not creating anything. Personally, I don't see that. Like I'm not saying I'm super proud of the YouTube channel, but it's like, oh, I'm making this. It's kind of funny.
Well, it's kind of different because for
Um,
me, the way I see it
yeah.
is not that I'm not creating it. It's that
But it's
my
not
content is reliant
mine.
on other people's media. So it's
Exactly,
not like,
yeah.
yeah. So like, if I were to explain why what I wrote in my own screenplay is, you know, I believe it to be good, that I find more
Mhm.
fulfilling because I'm explaining my thought process behind the art I'm creating. And even though I do find it fulfilling to talk about other people's art so I can, you know, understand it better and appreciate it more, it's still like not talking about something I've created. It doesn't feel like as much my project as much as it is just me appreciating someone else's project, you know?
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like with music, he will have a bigger chance to be like, oh, I made this, and I feel like he probably has the resources, right? At this point in game
Oh, yeah.
theory,
Definitely.
he definitely has the resources to learn music.
Oh,
Like,
and
if
I'm
I could
sure
buy,
he's
like-
been,
He probably
Tim
has
said
been
it's
doing
like
something.
a passion project for him.
Mhm.
So I'm sure he has some idea of music already.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe in like 3 years we'll be hearing MatPat's song, and maybe it's actually amazing and catchy and not copyright claimable. Who knows?
Hey, maybe he'll be the new Joji.
I wish.
Do you actually like Joji's music? Because I never listened to it.
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay,
I'm
you
not
just wanted to
familiar.
join in
I'm
on the
sorry.
meme. That's fine.
Yeah. Yes.
I
Ah,
wonder who, like, as terms of YouTubers still go today. I wonder who's also the most successful musician artist. There's probably someone like outside of KSI, because that's kind of like the name that pops in my head. I'm trying to think of like someone else that got really big.
a YouTuber, like a YouTuber fully dedicated to music, or like a YouTuber that also does music.
A YouTuber that also does music, like as a side project.
Well, there's
I'm
the
trying to.
what's that guy? The Swedish guy who's friends with Jax Films and PewDiePie.
I I
I think it's something
I,
with
for,
an
I
R.
forgot.
I forgot his name.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot.
I forgot his name, but
Fuck.
his channel is all about music. There's Daniel
Mhm.
Thrasher. He's a YouTuber that makes skits about music.
Oh yeah, him.
He's
the
hilarious. I love
whole
him.
the whole writing a song that already exists or something.
Yeah,
I
he
fucking
had
love those skits.
yeah, he has done those skits because he actually did accidentally write a song that already existed. It's he has a video on it. It's called The Accidental Office theme, where he basically ended up accidentally writing the Office intro. It's pretty funny.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but he is pretty good and he does his own music. A Bionic Pig, I know he has done music. I don't know if he's continued to do music. He has one very good song called Common Sense, but his channel became like a commentary channel, so I'm not entirely sure.
I
if he still goes into
know.
it.
I know Alpharad did some music. He's like a Nintendo slash gameplay. Nowadays
Yeah, I
he's like
know.
a whatever. Yeah, but I don't think he does it like very sporadically. But he had like a band. He has some songs on Spotify, and they're actually very good.
Danny
But
Danny from Game Grumps, obviously, because Ninja Sex Party.
yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
I remember
do
the name of the dude. It's Rumi Official. Yeah, and he has like
oh
7.5
yeah,
million subs, and he does still make videos about music.
I
that's
guess
probably it.
Yeah,
I
and
guess the
so
most
he has his own music. He even released one a month ago. So yeah.
the
Yeah.
most well known or successful one would be KSI then,
Yeah.
because
Well, his
he's
music
got
career is actually, pretty successful.
A music career.
Yeah, it's actually a music career. The Def Lemons, she doesn't have a huge YouTube channel, but I will recommend her because she makes some really interesting music. It's really experimental, and she's pretty cool. She's funny. I like her videos too.
Well, if you're into like the game side of things, obviously Family Jewels, like the
yeah.
remixes.
Family Jewels is good.
Like if you're into like metal remixes of songs, whatever song, because right, like I think his latest one was like Donkey Kong Country 2. Like it was like Sticker Bush Symphony. Um, that's a Super Nintendo song, and his remix is actually very good.
Sam Dillard is another one. They did, for example, their own Zelda Cinematica, and then they did one on Metroid and something else.
The
Um,
ukulele apology lady. Oh boy.
Oh, of course, the
To be-
greatest song of all time.
Oh my
To me, Sam-
what happened?
Sam Dillard's done the best ever Zelda compositions out there, better than Nintendo's. That
Well, wasn't Jules on what's this called? Crypt of the Necrodancer, the indie game that had the
Yes.
Zelda collab. Wasn't he the one that did that?
Very maybe.
I-
I just know Sam Dillard basically did like a Zelda Cinematica, like a fan made project, and it's
Yeah.
like best fucking compositions. Like they could be used in a Zelda movie.
This conversation has deviated from MatPat so long ago. Samuel Kim, he's the dude that does the
Oh yeah.
the the theme songs. He's great.
Yeah, he
I
hasn't
don't
done that
think.
for a while.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
has a bit. I don't know what's
He hasn't posted
happened.
anything in a while. Oh, he's not the one I was thinking of. He does the epic things. I was thinking of the what's the name of the guy that does the guitar ones? He did a really he, well, he does main themes of a lot of things in guitar.
Are you thinking of Niles Denson? I think he's called.
Let me see.
I know who you're
Niles
on
Stenson.
about.
Yeah, Niles Stenson.
Yeah.
He's great. He's great too. He's also not posted in 8 months. Yeah, I was thinking of him exact. And Jeb, do you
Oh.
know which one was his latest guitar cover?
Which one?
Vandalize from Sonic
Oh,
Frontiers.
oh, well,
Oh,
I'll have to start.
No,
Fred,
that explains why.
friend,
yo.
we forgot someone, both of us.
What?
Nate
Oh,
wants
T
to battle.
T. Oh, okay.
Nate wants to battle. Has literally done a Sonic song for the official
Yeah.
franchise in a game.
Yeah.
And also was part of the Sonic Symphony when it was recorded.
Yeah, but he made One Way Dream, right?
Yeah,
Hmm.
he. I don't know if he wrote the song. He was obviously the vocalist. I
Yeah.
assume he also at least co-wrote.
He probably has something to do with it.
So yeah,
Um,
I completely forgot about Nate Wants to Battle. The fact he
mhm.
was literally in a mainline 3D Sonic game.
Well, if we go to 2D, we got T Lopes.
T. Lopez, yeah. Someone else in the Sonic fandom. Can't remember their name. It'll come
But
to
yeah,
me.
we trust MatPat to make good music.
Yeah. So anyway,
I
the
have
point
faith.
being,
I actually
yeah.
have faith.
Point being, sad to see MatPat go. Excited for the stuff he's working on, and I'm
At
happy
the end of
for
the
him that he's able
day,
to just like move on from
yeah,
this and actually live his life in a way that isn't as tiring. I guess is just being a full time like face of the channel where he still works on it. Is still, he's still part of it.
What was that? What was that video? It was like when we streamed it. It was like the video probably had like days of upload. I remember there was one video we watched and we were like, "Holy shit, he looks so tired." Like he looked like not to be a dick, but he actually looked like he need to like sleep, eat, and rest. So
I don't
probably
actually
getting.
remember.
I remember there was one video that we watched. I don't know if it was the Mario movie one or whatever, but he actually had face cam, and we're like, oh holy shit, he was very tired and probably getting. I'm not saying getting rid of it because again he will still be involved in some form or fashion,
Yeah.
but he's getting rid of how many channels are there here in the credits? 4. Well, plus 5 with game theories. He's getting rid of 5 channels of like full control. So he probably will be very relieved now, much in a much more like not so much workflow and work overload that he probably had.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I hope he has fun. As much as we have criticized the video, the video content, we love MatPat. He's great. He's really he's really funny.
He might not be
But
great,
yeah,
but it's the kind of thing. I am
no,
happy for
it's
him, and
fantastic.
it's good to remove yourself a lot from the internet as well if you have the ability. So it's
Yeah.
good for him. I don't know. I feel kind of happy for him. I have my issues with him, obviously, as we've stated many times on ECUM. He's an interesting person, and for some reason, I just dragged our Discord icons out. Okay, hold on. I tried to fix it. Okay.
He's dragging me. Help! Help!
What?
My bad. Sorry, it's because I clicked on the thing accidentally. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. I'm happy for him that he's able to get going with his life in a way that doesn't make him as tired anymore, and it's not as taxing on him, and that he can actually fulfill some of his passion projects. Because I think that I always think it's a big win when people are able to fulfill their dreams, like their work and everything. So yeah. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for everything, MatPat. Your Ant-Man video is still pretty okay. That's it.
Your Luigi cock measure video is pretty good.
Yeah. The best moves in gaming, I actually don't know because I've never watched it, and we were going to watch it, but we didn't.
Some other time, I guess. Whenever we feel nostalgic for MatPat, we'll see.
Yeah, I'll try
the
to
best
find it. I
moves
guess I
in
could
game.
download the video and re-upload it on another channel, unlisted, to see if it doesn't get flagged. We could do that. We should do that for the next anniversary stream. Because obviously we're gonna, the next anniversary, we're gonna have a MatPat moment, because we always do.
Yeah, we have enough MatPat content to last a lifetime.
Yeah. But,
To 100 years of ECUM, currently 100 years of MatPat.
yeah.
The 60th anniversary of ECUM, it's just all MatPat.
Oh boy, yeah.
That's a goal.
24-hour MatPat. We're gonna get friend here to do another 24
It's just
hours.
we get MatPat on it, and it's just him saying, "Well, that's all right then."
Well, that's all. Doing his best Neil Patrick Harris impression, I think that would be amazing.
We get MatPat on, and he's like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
All right, well, I think this is it. This is the end of the MatPat goodbye stream. I do want to show my own video for a sec, so I'm gonna post the link on chat.
I
made a
liked
video.
it, even though
You've never
I
watched
don't know.
Doctor Who? So why?
No, but it's you. I
Oh.
watch your
But
videos.
that's adorable, friend. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah.
I watch a lot of videos about shit I don't know about. Of course, I'll do it with you as well.
Thanks. I mean, yeah. So
Of course.
yeah, be like Fran. Watch my video, even if you don't know anything about Doctor Who, and enjoy it. It's about the 60th anniversary. And yeah, you should watch it because it's the video I made. I don't know.
It's very good.
I don't know how to sell my
Jeb.
own stuff. It feels
Hello.
Will you lie to the people or tell us when you have a plan for a video? Fucking fuck.
Look, he
Right.
said in the beginning of 2023, this year for sure, and it is now currently 2024. So
No, it's the sequel to 2023.
Oh,
It's the
2023.
spin-off.
It's the extra DLC for 2023.
Yeah, it's the DLC.
It's
He's
not,
still in
it's not quite over yet. We can still get some.
I can at least say I've begun writing.
he has actually.
Oh!
He has actually.
Oh.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. So it might actually
will,
happen.
I mean,
It will
I've
be
been
about.
writing on 5 different videos and it's gone nowhere, so that doesn't say much.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm
Jack
not.
isn't you.
Yeah, I'm not going to do 5 different videos at the same time.
Very
I
true.
can't.
Hey,
Uh,
Tink has a stream under her belt, okay? I don't remember if she unlisted it or
stream
deleted it or
from
whatever,
2
but
years ago where I badly
yeah,
placed
she
the
has a
water.
stream under her belt. She's fine.
Yeah, well,
She can-
I'm currently trying to write like a video about the trans perspective of doing that. But a very unfortunate thing is today Lily posted her Doctor Who video. Now it's making me think, well, what's the point?
Oh, I
Nah,
felt that
like-
when what's his name? Made the Utopia video. Fire Cynical, yeah. He made an 8-hour Utopia video. I'm like, well,
Like,
that's
she's made like a 70-ish minute video on the trans of Doctor Who. It's like,
I
what
think
do I do now?
like I think even if someone I get this as well. It's like randomly I find a video. It's like fuck, I want to do that, but I feel like everyone has their own spin on it, and it's like okay,
Yeah,
this can be worth the watch, even though it's a topic. I've seen like 50 videos like oh Halo Infinite trouble development. I'm like yeah, I watched all of them because everyone brings something different, even if it's the same thing. Like everyone like maybe someone edits it funnier, maybe someone's more informative or whatever.
Yeah, sure, because, like,
I'm in that camp of like I value both the content and the creator. Like, oh, how do you present this? So,
well, I know I can bring a different perspective because I know she doesn't like the 60th stuff that they do with the whole the male presenting Time Lord line, and I don't mind it. So that's a different perspective.
yeah. The perspective of hey, maybe don't take what a character says as
I have the good perspective. She has
Yeah.
the not good perspective.
Well,
I'm correct.
you know. Look, it's just I think
You-
people would take
You
that line a
can't
bit
say
too
that. You
weird.
can't say that, Teen. That's not
That's
nice.
racist. No, okay.
Okay. I
I literally made a friend last night saying, "I'm so glad I'm a much nicer person because I say people aren't wrong."
I
Yeah.
am making. I know Brit won't hear this, but I am fulfilling his wish of making a Mario Kart video on every game. I'm doing the Mario Kart 8 video, and then I can be free. I
I
can escape Mario Kart hell.
I do Sonic Frontiers because I feel like that game has done untold things to the franchise that I don't
If you
think
need footage,
has.
if you, I know you can just download it, but if you want footage from someone, you can ask me. I can send it to you somehow, some
I,
way,
wo-
somehow.
I won't credit you, but I'll
No,
actually go.
that's I don't need credit for. Oh, look how Fran plays like shit. I don't care. I need an excuse to play Frontiers again, to be honest. So that would be a good one.
I'll do my own footage as well to show how good I am at the
Fuck
game,
you
and then show like the comparisons.
to how Fran sucks. But yeah, if you need any footage of like Sonic, I think I have most of the Sonic games, or I can get at least most of the Sonic games. So if you need any hands, I won't edit the video, but I will give you footage.
That's going to be the biggest challenge because
Yeah.
I've never done video editing, so
Yeah,
but
It-
something tells me I'd be autistic with it.
it's a fun learning curve. I think like editing, as long as you don't like push yourself to like, oh, I need this video tomorrow, because I've been guilty of that, and I definitely enjoyed editing less. But when I give myself more time, it's like, oh yeah, I can do whatever random stupid edit I want, and it turns out to be a really fun time. So
Yeah,
yeah, give yourself time.
I don't have any time constraints on myself. Like I've said,
Yeah.
I'm doing a video for like years and it's gonna come out at this point.
When we met Jeb, he said he was working on a video. So...
Yeah,
You're fine.
it was going to be Unleashed, and then I was like, well, Sonic Frontiers is kind of dominating my mind.
Yeah, I think it's more relevant as well if you want to chase the clicks. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
Frontiers is more like fresh.
Yeah, that happened to me because like for like 2-ish years I was trying to write my Batman. Like the Doctor Who stuff started wrapping up. It's like that's all I can think about, and now I can't write that video for another 2 years. Fuck.
I was like, Frontier's been in my mind for over a year now. I think my brain is telling me I need to get the thoughts out.
Yeah.
It needs to leave the brain.
So, anyway, I think that's it, folks. Unless you want to.
I forgot we were live. Not gonna, I thought you closed the stream
Of
already.
course
thought
not.
we
I
were
didn't
just
say
talking.
goodbye. You were talking. I wasn't gonna cut you off.
I thought you were already cut off and we were just chatting.
No.
I'm sorry, chat.
So anyway, yeah, chat. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. God bless.
Gold face.
Use a
God bless
condom.
Matthew.